With the most recent Blitz and Marvel Strike Force, I've actually managed to break the 2 million mark, which is a new record. The reason I've pushed so hard for this is because we have a pretty awesome hero behind Blitz at the moment. It is, of course, Vision. Now, in this particular video, I will show off the 3 teams that I've used to do this, and I'll also run through some gameplay with them as well. And then in a later video in the next few days, I'll actually give you some tips I use in order to rack up this score, as well as using these 3 pretty awesome teams. So let's check out the first team I'll be using. This first team we look at is one that I'm actually building up at the moment, and it is exceptionally powerful. Now, the characters are very rare within this team, but don't worry, other teams I'll be showing off in this video are much easier to farm. Now, this team anyway, it's all based around the tech side of things. You've got Vision providing the defence up to himself, Iron Man, Rocket and Star-Lord. Given Star-Lord's positioning, he will give energy to either himself or Rocket. Same goes for Thanos, he will provide energy to himself or Rocket, because Rocket is the only cosmic character adjacent to him. And then finally we've got Iron Man there for some damage. Now, in time I would likely like to replace Iron Man with the likes of Ant-Man for the slow and the extra ability block there, but I'm still working on building him up. Now, with that covered, let's actually run through some gameplay with this team. Now, just before we actually start off here, I'll mention the fact that there's not many teams that can give this particular setup trouble. If you go up against Drax, you can cleanse it with Vision. If you go up against Hand Sentry, for example, then you can apply ability block with Vision as well. So most teams you'll find nice and easy here. Now, when we do start off, we can wipe out a character straight away. So I'll actually get rid of Yondu. We'll use the special on Rocket first. There we go, the energy went on Star-Lord there. That's wasted unfortunately, but sometimes that will happen. And then we've got Star-Lord's ultimate. That should be enough to burn down Yondu now. There we go. It's a pretty dangerous character down already, so that's a nice start. And then what we'll do is ability block. That'll go on Cap and Crossbones, thanks to their placement. Generally, players will place tanks next to each other. And then we've got Iron Man here. As I say, with Iron Man preferably, I would like to have Ant-Man there, because you would get the defence up from Vision, and I would like the slow and an additional instance of ability block. That would be really nice. Now, next up, what we'll do, Crossbones will be firing off his ultimate at some point, so we'll actually apply a fence down if we can. There we go. And Thanos has got his taunt as well. Now, next up, we'll start to burn down Quake. All the 6s there with that hit. And there's Rocket getting some extra energy. And what we'll do is we'll blind Quake. If the blind goes on Crossbones, it doesn't actually affect his ultimate. It'll still hit you through that. But it's on Quake, so that's nice. There's no need to go for Vision's ultimate, so we'll continue to burn down Quake here. We've got the fence down on her as well. Iron Man is a bit on the lower side. I don't have his Unibeam fired up, otherwise he would be able to actually fire it off there on that turn. So there you go, we're still doing pretty nice here despite Crossbones' ultimate going off. Get some health back on Thanos. Huge amount of health there, he's back at full health. Here comes Rocket now. He's got the additional damage boost from Star-Lord as well, so his ultimate does an absolute ton of damage. Extra energy for him. And let's see, we'll take out Cap here actually. And this, hopefully, should be the end of the match. And there we go, done. That's nice and easy. One thing I should actually mention is that this is a tier 8 battle. You can actually see that there when the screen comes up, and that was nice and easy there. So let's now show off the next team we'll be using. This next team then is largely based around Avengers characters. So Hawkeye's got the cleanse and the blind. You've got Quake there for the slow and also the fence down on her ultimate. Now next up I've got Black Widow. She's there for the speed up and the stun, of course. If you don't have Black Widow, because she is an exclusive character, you can drop the likes of Gamora in here, and that can work really nice, because all these characters, their speed is pretty decent, so they can get by without that. You've then got Spidey next. He's absolutely fantastic now. And then you've got Cap, and he's been fantastic for quite some time in the game as well. So let's now run through this gameplay. With this particular team here then, we've got a whole lot of cleanse in our kit, so we don't really need to worry too much about going up against tanks. Also with this particular team, due to the speed up and slow down, it is beneficial to up against teams that have slower members as the enemy. So if you see the likes of Thor and Kingpin here, we'll be able to absolutely dominate them with the speed up, slow down and also the stuns we've got. So we start off with the speed up and Black Widow. And then let's see, we'll start to burn down Rocket here. He's probably the most dangerous out of all of them. Thor can be dangerous, but we will be locking him down pretty soon. Let's see, now we'll go for Kingpin. We don't want him putting the actual offense up and speed up on anyone, or defense up even. Let's see, now we've got the slow, we'll hit it with Thor, that way it will hit Bullseye and it will also hit Kingpin as well. There we go, that's two of the slowest characters that are now locked down there. And then we'll go for the stun as well. And let's see, we'll remove that offense up in these two characters just to play it safe. Speed bar goes down as well. And then let's start focusing on Rocket again. We'll apply the slow on Kingpin that way. In fact, we'll apply it on Bullseye and then it will hit Iron Fist as well. And speed up on Black Widow. I would normally apply the defense down on Spidey first, but I got lucky with the energy from Cap, and that's the reason I used the stun there first, just to make sure that we weren't taking any risks with Kingpin. We've got the blind now. Bit random how it applies, unfortunately. Let's see, we got it on 4. That was nice. Rocket's almost down, same with Kingpin. He's really not had a chance to do anything. So as mentioned, with this setup, due to the speed up and slow down, it's all about going for characters that are a bit on the slower side, and you can really take advantage of that. Nice and easy. Barely took any damage here. Iron Fist left, no need to worry about him. We'll stun him anyway, and I'll actually hit auto now. So once again, this has been a tier 8 match. Really nice and easy there, and again, if you need to, if you don't have Black Widow, you can replace it with various characters, but the likes of Gamora could work really well there. And that's us done, so let's show off the final team now. This final team we look at then is probably the easiest one, and in most instances you can actually just hit auto and leave it and come back and you will have won the match. So it's full villains, and also it's a fully free to play team. You can farm all these characters through various different modes. So you've got Hand Sentry first, they're really to give Crossbones time to fire off his ultimate. You've got Elektra now, she works really nice with Hand Sentry because Elektra provides evade at the start of a fight to another hand ally, and in most instances she'll actually put it on Hand Sentry, so when he's the only character that's available to be hit by the enemy, then he'll be able to evade that first attack there, so that works really nice. You've got her ultimate as well, of course. Yondu's Yucca Arrow ultimate works great with lining up with Kingpin's offense up, same as goes with Crossbones, which you'll see in a moment, and then Kingpin there really for the offense up so we can finish the match nice and quick. So here we go, let's run through this. So when you're using this particular team setup here, you really want to avoid enemy teams that have characters that can apply group-wide defense up. So that's the likes of Cap or Luke Cage or even Kingpin. You want to avoid them because they'll mitigate a huge chunk of the damage you will be doing. Now we'll start off here anyway, let's see. We'll start off to whittle down Crossbones. We will be firing off his ultimate, but we'll have the defense up from Kingpin so we don't take as much damage from that. We'll go for this as well. It's got the pierce damage on it, so that works its way through his armour. Now, if you're going up against Nobu and he actually summons one of the archers, you want to take them out because they'll strip all the stacks of evade, and you would use Crossbones to do that. He gets his turn next. You don't want to taunt with him at all. We'll take out one of the Blade Masters here. They can do a fair amount of damage. Bit of a slow start here, but once it gets going, you'll really see the difference this team can make. So we've now got the offence up, defence up as well. So this team I'm going up against as well. I reckon I've got round about 135,000 power. This team has got 180,000, so it's way above us here. Electra really can do a huge amount of damage with the offence up. Yaka Arrow now, and that'll take out the summons as well. And then Crossbones will be finishing up here. And again, this is a nice easy to farm team. It does take a bit longer with Kingpin, but most people should be at the stage where they can now pass that mission off his. And on the channel as well, I've got a video showing you how to beat Villain 6.9 if you're having trouble with it. Here's Crossbones. Boom. There we go. Took all them out. Nice and easy there. So that's the 3 teams I'm using in the Blitz mode, and they really are helping me out. We can see that I managed to just beat the 2 million mark, so fingers crossed that'll be enough to get 85 shards for Vision. That'll get him up to 5-star for me. So as mentioned again, in the next few days I'll look to put out a video that's got some of the tips I use to actually get up to tier 8 as well, to hopefully help you get higher on the scoreboards there. But as always, I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all again soon.